not to non-existence as we speak. I mean, come on. What else can you take away from people that Nigeria hasn't taken away from the people of Nigeria? I'm talking about that the owners, the gangsters, the cavalry of rogues and crooks who have been in charge of your destinies for decades. What is it that they haven't taken away? Yeah? Absolutely nothing left except your life. The one they work every day to shorten every now and then. I mean, look around you. All these are not in any way in their book of importance. I don't think all these I mentioned are actually in your own book too. Many of you watching me right now. Eh? I don't think they are. The people of Niger Delta at the mercy of the militants and their sponsor and the government that want to keep them safe, including their own environment. A pastor was standing before them 5 years ago and he was promising them that Bokwari already approved. And in fact, contractors have been paid to help her clean Ogoni land. Ogoni land. When they say Ogoni, Bere Ogoni, Bere Ogoni. And so then Kisarawe, wow, where they shout Bere Ogoni, Bere Ogoni. Today, Ogoni land and the disaster of Nigeria oil exploration and other places too, remain a cash cow for every criminal political organization in Nigeria, like the one which Pastor Ruga was part of them. He said, we have paid $1 billion. $1 billion. And we're going to clean Ogoni land in under 6 months. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Rather, it became worse. Talking about promises made and never kept that could have impacted, in the lives of millions of people, even if that should be the only good thing they ever done, but they will make it worse. Do you get that now? So, people said this cover up Mayegun. They are trying to cover up all the crimes they have committed in Niger Delta. And I said, what crimes? It's always been a crime scene, like everywhere else in Nigeria. They said, no, Mayegun, the crimes in Niger Delta, the oil theft against Nigeria and Niger Delta, which is so coordinated and has the backing of those in government. Mayegun is monumental. If people are really probed, if the brains behind all this stealing are really probed, I mean, Mayegun, seriously, people are going to be hanged or shot at close range for the crimes they've committed against you. That is still shouting one Nigeria. I said, tell me about it. He said, Mayegun, come on. Haven't you been one of those who have been telling us and exposing and reminding us that from just 50,000 barrels of crude oil that have been stolen every day in Nigeria, they have escalated that now to beyond the 750,000 barrels in a day. Mayegun, that is huge. No ordinary person, no just ordinary person who walk straight into the den of Niger Delta and then, commandeer a huge vessel or huge vessels and begin to steal oil. You can think about that. The oil theft in Niger Delta escalated when APC Egbekegbe came in, rather than their usual way of sharing the oil rigs and exploring and stealing them. They have escalated that to tapping the pipeline that are supposed to be carrying the crude oil and taking the crude oil from the extraction point to the transatlantic, wherever they are taking them to go and set them off in Nigeria, in Chad, in Niger, and all those places where they would never even remit a kobo. You will begin to ask, how much oil did we sell today? You have no idea. There's no way to find out. And whatever they give to you is simply bollocks. You know what I'm saying? So it became worse. They said they are trying to cover that up. How could bunkering, stealing of crude oil in Nigeria, increase by over 500 to 600%? Nearly 1,000%. In a space of 7 years without the Nigerian Navy saddled with the responsibility of protecting and guiding the Nigerian water, and they are not aware. Do you really believe that? The bunkering figure, stealing of crude oil, increased, and the pumping, the crude oil being sold by Nigeria decreased from 2.3 million barrel in a day. That decreased down to 800,000 barrels in a day. So, which means when the bunkerers are making a kill, you Nigerians, you are being strangulated by the rogues that will never be that will never take responsibility for their action. So think about that. You get that now? 750,000 barrels of crude oil being stolen in a day. And Nigeria couldn't meet up even the OPEC quota. Oh, Nigeria is an oil-producing country. Oh, if Nigeria can guarantee that, the OPEC will receive at least 2 million barrels every day from Nigeria, that can help, stabilize. You know how they do the oil market, Tabi? So if Nigeria is not showing up, other people will have to hop their price and all that stuff. But Nigeria have nowhere to show up. Other African countries, Angola and few places, they overtook Nigeria. Guess with how many production? From their own patrie, 350,000, 400,000 production every day, extraction every day. The Angola jumped to what? To over 1.8 million barrels every day. Now that's a spot that the giant of Africa used to kind of be kind of above, but now far below, which further reduced the access to your forex, which further helped in crashing your naira. So you, who is probably a millionaire, you're supposed to be a millionaire, right? Let's say you have 10 million. I mean, some will say today the sharper in Nigeria, if you see anybody that has 10,000 naira in their bank accounts, they will ask you, Omo, you they do Yahoo or you they do ritual? How you take get 10,000 for your account? Where una they see this money? Yeah, that's how much sharper explanation, even though when they have a lot. But that's not where I'm going, okay? Now, if you have 10 million in your account in Nigeria, 10 million naira, put it this way, 10 million naira before this APC, Egbekegbe came in. That was 2015. So 10 million naira in 2015. If you have to check at 200 naira, 200 naira to $1, so 10 million naira should be how much? 10,000. No. I'm terrible in maths, but you're gonna kind of give me a bit of 1, 2, 3, like a child, okay? So 200 naira to $1. So that simply means that if you have $1,000, so that's going to be 1,000. That would be 200,000 naira. Okay, it's easier that way. So $1,000, 200,000. So how many 200,000 naira are you going to see in 1 million? 5. So that means 1 million naira was $5,000. It's making sense now. So if you have 10 million naira in 2015, that means that you probably add about 50,000. Let's see, 5 times 10 times, yeah. That's going to be like $50,000. 10 million naira. That's 50,000. Now, 10 million naira today. This was 2015. Oh. So 10 million naira in 2015. Oh, my egun waiting I won't come do for UK. I mean, I'm doing fine. I mean, I'm earning all right. I mean, I'm all right. I mean, my egun, Nigeria is not that bad. So you went to bed. Let's say you went to bed and you woke up and everything is trashed, which means your 10 million naira in 2015, that was $50,000. Today, 10 million naira, let's start again. At let's put it at 700 naira to $1. That's what it is today, 730 naira to $1. So 700 naira to $1. So if you need $1,000, $1,000 will give you 700,000 naira. Okay, so we are talking about 10 million here. So $1,000, 700, so times 10. So $10,000 will give you 7 million. Abi, 10,000, 7 million. Oku 3 million. Owotikuwaso. Abi. So that means you have about another 7 times 3. So that should give you $13,000 or approximately $14,000. That is what your 10 million naira is today. It was $50,000. But we are not spending dollars. Okay. One of the reasons why your naira will continue to crash is because 90% of what you use in Nigeria are imported. And to import anything from anywhere, you would have to listen to the value they give to your currency. You have to change your naira to the currency of that country who want to trade with you, since you don't have anything to back it up. Now, look at it this way. Owó ti kú wàsó from $50,000 where they make you the fege in 2015, and they told you they were going to make 1 naira $1. I mean, come on. That would have been great, wouldn't it? But they made it worse. So your $50,000 of 10 million naira 7 years ago is now a paltry $13,000 or $14,000. Yeah? And it's going to get worse. Your 10 million naira is still going to come down to just maybe $1,000. I mean, there is no prospect. Not that, people will say, why are you wishing Nigeria bad? Nobody's really wishing. You see, nobody wishes Nigeria bad than the rogues that you call leaders. Their actions, their everything is not any of those you can say wishes a country or a people well. They don't wish you well, but you are so dumb. Those of you supporting them, you are so dumb to even see that or even think. I mean, who make a country worse than the people who have a chance of making it better, but they choose not to? Who? You're going to wake up one day and your $50,000 will become $1,000. I mean, sorry, your 1 million naira will become $1,000, and then you will still be here hoping. Now, so Zimbabwe people, they hope. I mean, we believe in God. God is going to surprise you, Mayegun. I mean, hope is here. Prosperity is coming. Aṣíwájú is going to ẹ máa tanra yín. Tẹ́ bá tanra yín tán, kẹ́ jẹ́ kí n gbọ́. Now they are bragging. They've done well for you. I mean, we've done well for you. If not because of us, all of you go don't turn to Bara, Bambi, Allah here and there. Really? Health is here. Abba. Bros, as educated as you are, have you ever thought about that if something happened to you right now, I'm asking you this honestly right now, okay? I'm not trying to probably change your mind. Don't change your mind, D. Listen, change your mind, okay? May I tell you, say, may you no choose the poison we go eventually show you where you belong. Abba, I am trying to save my own head too. You know why? The criminals you are supporting and proposing and the rest of that, who are giving you this false hope, they don't believe in what they are telling you, and you know that. So if you choose your poison and it kill you, I'm just trying to make sure that when you choose that poison and they kill you, now only you the thing kill. I mean, I'm not trying to change your mind. Change your mind, okay? You are trying to make me not to vote for Asiwaju. Me trying to not, I've gone beyond that. We don't pass that stage now. We are at the stage of but don't point fingers later and say now Orogun ya ló ń ṣe àwọn kan ló ń ṣe láti village. All those things no go really work. I'm not begging you. I'm not changing mind there. God forbid bad thing. Change your mind there. Health is here. If something happened to you right now, you watching me now, let's be honest, they're gonna say, we don't know what happened to Egbon Kunle, Sake. We don't know what happened to Sake. They say we'll go bring another 300,000 naira for blood test, yo. Let's say something happened to you right now. Can you, in all honesty, quickly jump into a private jet? and quickly dash down to the UK, where you won't need to pay 300,000 or do fundraiser. Can you? No, you can't. I'm not going to try because it is called rhetorical question, a question that already has an answer. I mean, question that has answers. Okay, so you know you can't. Here is another one. Hope is here. Health is here. If something happened to you right now, you watching me now, I know you don't like me if you are Tinubu, Lagos, Abobaku, and the rest. I know you don't like me. I don't like you too. And I don't pretend. Now you they pretend. Coming here to say, hey, why are you not doing balance? Check and above for you bagini. You feel blue. She balance if when you weary. Bulletin she balance last I love one weary. Now you they come here, come they look for balance. My you don't need to be that's impossible. We don't like ourselves, let's be honest. But sometimes we tell ourselves, all the times, I tell you the truth. But sometimes some of you take the truth and you digest them and you're like, man, it's true. If something happened to you right now, watching me, and you are no longer here. I don't want to say what, let's say you are just no longer here. Okay? Let's say Nigeria don't happen. Something shall happen, everything shall, you're no longer here. You still have, maybe you have a family, your wife, your husband, your children. Oh, your siblings too, because many of us who are firstborn, many firstborns in Nigeria, we were raised to be responsible for our siblings, including if some of us will have to drop out of school to go and do extra work to send our siblings, that stuff. Firstborns, we were raised like that. So if you can't get married, today they say, make I advise you. If you want marry in Nigeria today, as a man, no go marry any firstborn daughter. As a woman, no go marry any firstborn or first son. Him be the olori ebi, she be the olori ebi. If you are not strong enough financially, don't go marry firstborn of another family. That stuff, because it is like the situation in Nigeria has made marriages, relations, and some of them to become transactional. If you marry first daughter of any family, our brothers, our mom, our dad, everybody around them, no come back here and come they complain that they are making too much demand. We were raised to be like that. Don't lie. Yes. I know you are living abroad today. Some of you cannot even drop the habit. I still send money to the relatives of my own people in Nigeria too. Because I have to. They will ask. And you are expected to. If you are capable of. Don't go marry for husband and come they complain that he's taking care, he's sending too much to his family. He's raised that way. Because it is Nigeria. And that is what they have done. So now, back to the question. If something happened to you now, starting with your immediate family, your wife, your children, you can keep all the extended. Now, rich people, they say, how are you? You get what I mean? If something happened to you right now, do you think, I don't know your role in their lives. So many people, Nigeria has destroyed so many relationships. The other time somebody was here, a member of this Temple of Truth, and he told his own truth here. He said he promoted, he voted, he campaigned, he spent his money, he was working for this APC, Egbekegbe. He lost his job. When he lost his job, they were offering him N-Power job that they announced to everybody as 30,000 naira, but they are giving it to them for 10,000 naira. In public, it's 30,000. In private, it's 10,000. They didn't even pay them. The guy who was like somebody waiting on his own before APC came, lost everything. They couldn't give him a real job, and that affected his relationship. It affected his family. He's still alive, probably still checking on his family and his children. But the relationship, the love got affected. That's what Nigeria did. So now, I'm asking you, if something happened to you now, do you think the people you love, they can survive what Nigeria is going to become? Be honest, oh. And if honesty no dey your blood, no wahala, Nigeria will remind you. Trust me, there are people who knows. Nigeria will do its job. It's just what it is. That's why we are saying that no matter how much you are so in love with the narrative of a possibility of saving Nigeria, I mean, give it a shot, keep giving it a shot, but you will continue to get the same results. And I can tell you, it's probably not going to be that too long again before you realize that no, this is just nonsense. But the people who have access to the healthcare outside Nigeria, they are back and telling you that there is health. And you believe them. Or you want to believe them. I mean, before I came on, there's this report. They said that the Ask Old Rock, Old People's Home, Ask Old Rock, they are adding extra 365 million naira to the budget of over 4 billion naira budgeted for the Ask Old Rock clinic. And that's a place where the president, his family members, the workers in Asorok and the rest of the place should be accessing first-class presidential medical care. A medical facility put in place with billions, and every year they keep renewing them, even when they don't use them, because the money, come on, goes into private pockets as well. They never really, use them for whatever they budgeted them for. Now they're adding to it. Now you, that is healing yourself and curing yourself of every medical challenges you have experienced, and you've survived so far, until you probably won't be able to survive anymore. Yeah, Agbo won't cure all of that. Things that Agbo is curing for you, energizing you, Hale, Awopa, Alfatua, and the rest of that. Those are Jidewe and all those things you are mixing together. Aphrodisiac. They are not going to save you all of the time. Listen, when they finally come calling, when the whole thing finally kicks in, and you realize that your health challenge is about to make you poor, and you can no longer hide your hypocrisy, then maybe the reality will set in. Like I said, those who are giving you the hope that you are using to deceive others, one of these days you will be honest with yourselves. Even if you are not going to admit it in public, I can promise you this for free. You would come back to it. So let's go back to that environment. There's a clip here I want to share with you. I was telling you about Tumpolo. Like Nigerian Navy, Nigerian police, Nigerian the civil defense. They have one they call the civil defense. Okay, Nigeria has the equipment to survey. What do you call it? To put up a surveillance, so to say, or surveillances all over the Nigerian water in a way that they can guide and protect the golden goose that is laying the golden eggs. But no, I mean, Nigeria is Nigeria, for goodness sake. Why would they want to protect this for the interest of all? Cut down their borrowing, strengthen your currency, create jobs, empower, and boost your economy enough that oh no, that's too much. That will be so positive. We'll give people the life that they really deserve. And who told you they are complaining about the life we gave to them now? They're not complaining. So why should we be bothered? So then let's act surprised that people are stealing Nigerian oil. And when we found a vessel responsible, at least for the first time, caught with the crude oil, let's destroy the environment more by burning the evidence. I mean, does this make any sense? People are stealing millions of your crude oil. Yeah, they are doing this and nobody detected for years. It became an industry. Then suddenly they hired a new naval militant, Tompolo. And he started discovering all these places. Now, we need to know those behind this. How much money they've made. I mean, hold them responsible. Nah, that would be too much. You know, I told you that nobody is capable of bringing this kind of vessel into Nigeria without Nigerian government knowing. Or the people that are supposed to keep your sea safe without them knowing. Abi? Now, it's not just a rocket science, okay? Now that we are digging further on it, or more exposés are coming out, but they will never give you names. Listen, the only evidence they have that could give an answer, a lot of answers to where this ship has been to, how many times it's been to Nigeria, and how many times it's lifted their crude oil. All these data are inside that ship, right? Well, guess what? They burn them down. APC, Egbekegbe, they are burning evidence. Burning evidence. Now, so they discovered 194 billion cocaine, drugs in Ikorodu, sitting dock, waiting for them to come and get it or come and catch them. And the story is that we captured the 4 people there. They are the one in charge of the drugs. That's it. End of story. Where are the drugs? Oh, we've already destroyed them. We don't want to keep them because they may come back and steal them. So that's why we destroyed the drugs. Nigeria, burning evidence. Hey, we thank God. Yes, they are doing a great job. They just burn everything. Why are they keeping it? Why would they keep the drug? So that some people will go there and cut small and they'll be using the drug. That is the mentality of the on-boot slaves in a country like Nigeria where criminals are in charge. And you see, that's the future. Somebody said environmental destruction. You think they care? And I was talking about people who spent, they said they spent 1 billion. They gave contractors 1 billion to help them clean the Ogoni land and all the Niger Delta land where they are experiencing oil spillages. So, and they are there flaring gas when they're extracting crude oil. And that thing, they have this, what do you call it? Hose like that. And it will go up, it will be like, and it burns 24/7. You see that thing? When you see oil rig in Nigeria, and you see one pipe will go up like that, where they burn. You see that what is burning? That is billions of cubic of gas that could generate electricity conveniently 24/7. They are burning them away. The environment already. If you go to Port Harcourt, if you go to Rivers State, they have a problem there. They call it a Sooth problem. Now, this dark thing on their sky, they are flaring gas 24/7 from God knows how many locations in Niger Delta. A wasteful, useless, crooked criminals in charge of your destiny, and they can do anything. Burning a ship with a 5 compartment filled with crude oil everything will leak straight into the water, and the stream will carry it, and the water, contaminate is a normal thing. Fishy or anything like, anything like, what do you call it? Fishing, natural, even the natural environment where the fish are supposed to be in water, whether you are catching them for food or they are just there as natural habitats, creating the ecosystem, helping you to live longer by breathing fresh air. Here, no be only Boko Haram they kill you. No be only what is the column? Corruption they kill you. Listen to me. The kind of air you breathe, the kind of air we breathe in Nigeria. I used Port Harcourt as an example. Air pollution here and there, and all of that stuff. Now, gas flaring in Niger Delta is killing more people in Niger Delta than what the number of people that are being killed by terrorists up north. But because Nigeria no get data, hey, we know I'm not so well again. I don't know what happened to me. Akpan don't die. We take kill Akpan. We don't know. The guy just sick for a few days. We don't know. Meanwhile, many of you are walking about, and you have already, you are already cancer patients due to this barbarity, nonsense going on in Niger Delta alone. When they catch fish, he say, I want to eat fresh fish. Fresh fish from the river in Bayelsa, that they get them for here and there. Your aquatic animals in there in your water, they are feeding on the carcass of crude oil, contaminated water. That's where your fish are living. Those who are catching those fishes and you are buying them and cooking them, you are eating cancer agents, cancer carrying food. But you probably don't know. You see all those things, all those gas flaring in the Niger Delta alone, right? When they go up and they come back, and you see soot, and you see that, I don't know if you remember this when we did do biology for school. There's something called, is it called photosynthesis? You have to help me here, because I think that was like about 20 years ago anyway, or 21 years ago. But I still remember, Sha. You know what I'm talking about. Photosynthesis, I'll be waiting to call them. And now photosynthesis or something like that. The evaporation of, water from the ground. When it is sunny, it sucks the water from the ground and it takes it up. Then it becomes cloudy. And when it becomes cloudy, then it rains. Cloud, rain. Now, when it rains, everything that is hanging in the cloud, the one that they call heaven, heaven, or this heaven, I'm going to heaven, Don't worry, I'm not trying to take a dig at your religion or belief, but I'm saying this cloud you see up there, they are cloud of water. And in it, everything evaporated from that soil and all that they are there. And they will begin to drop whenever it rains. Acidic water, destructive, cancerous water are most of the rains that are falling off from that sky in Niger Delta. Ask scientists too. I read them somewhere, and it's true. Many of you are not paying attention. They are ruining your environment for their greed. They are destroying your environment for their greed. This destruction is shortening your lives. You are asking yourselves, our papa used to grow old. I don't even know. Maybe not because of the food we eat. Of course, it is from the food you are eating, including the water you are drinking. The one that normally a responsible country, seriously, a responsible country that knows the damages that this is going to cause to your health, they will not have to set a ship laden with crude oil, set it ablaze. That is not fighting crime. It is called cover up, and there are consequences for this. You are probably not aware of them. You're asking yourself, the guy just sick. Young man, he's just 42. What happened? You have no idea. No, you don't. You left Nigeria. Oh, after 2 years, you started feeling like you are just suddenly feeling sick. They run a test. They say something is wrong with your blood. Something is wrong with your system. And they couldn't even figure it out. figured it out and said, what could have been the problem? Where could this be coming from? I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't this, I don't that, but now I have a problem. Now, look at the area you are coming from, the environment they have created. And a lot of people who have no idea what is wrong with them. They run to churches, they run to mosques, they run to babalawo, mamalawo, brotherlawo, auntilawo, unculawo, and every other lawo that is out there deceiving them of the source of the problems that they have no clue. And if you have no clue of any problems, right? Listen, just blame it on something. Make them curious. Somebody is after your life. I can tell you this, even if they carry you go America, you know, fi cure. But there is this holy water. Then you see people who are cancer patients. They are drinking holy oil, holy water. They are drinking unto because somebody, a quack, an idiot, who can read Bible. There are so many ways who can read Bibles, by the way. So don't make that. I'm called by God. Nigeria is a hell on earth. If you understand how this whole thing are connected, I swear to God, you will take my solution, break it up, and save lives, give meaning to lives, and stop being and breeding ignorant people who are going to just be numbers, statistics, just numbers, figures. How many people died there? 39 people die. Wetin kill them? We don't know. Nah, evil people, nah, village people kill them all. Something is drinking people's blood in this community. And we must all fight together and end the thing where they drink our blood, yeah. Young people just they die. Waiting. They say, now because of the umpomeri, or because of the drugs, or because of no, come on, man. There's so many things. But think about these ones and then put that into the perspective. Because I mean, why would you burn why would you burn a vessel, an evidence of crime, for the first time? You have something you can link. It's not the only one. You have something you can link to the oil theft in Niger Delta, the environmental degradation in Niger Delta, and all those things that we have been talking about. People got killed for asking the government to do the right thing by protecting the environment. They're out there with different caliber of people, right? Telling the whole world that Nigeria needs help because Nigeria is doing something about the environment. Oh, the climate change. Hello. Sometimes you should relax and ask yourselves that how long do you think these whole lies will take you? I mean, before you get tired of them. Like they say, doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result is just symptoms of insanity. They say, I mean, Larry, if you are watching, you are the one who keeps reminding us that Mayegu, doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result is just a symptom or symptoms of insanity. Now, when somebody came out, a psychiatrist came out and said, Omo, over 60 million Nigerians are mad. I was like, oh, Larry, you are a doctor. It's not hard to tell. I mean, how could people not ask and be so conscious enough to see the damages these guys are doing? And they continued to shout, Amen. I remember this. I mean, just a refresher, by the way. Nothing much.
And give solace. Pray to God Almighty to console those who suffer some disasters across the country in flooding, those who might have lost their lives, and many of them that are in hospital. We pray that God will heal. He is the healer. He will heal all of them. Let me say thank you to our men in uniform. For the peace we have so far, the recent great news, the release of those hostages on Kaduna train disaster, many that are still praying for release. Freedom is sweet. God Almighty will give you peace and freedom, and will give Nigerian peace and freedom. To you,
God is not a politician, and God will not do what man can do. Politicians are actors. If you believe them, you are mugus. Very simple and straightforward. You see, all I just said, including this flood, this flooding that is, ravaging everywhere. When you look critically, the failure of the criminals and their continued cover-up, when you look at the victims, you see PDP, you see APC, you see those who died, you see PDP, you see APC, you see those who don't even believe in any of them. They are victims. Now, there your head supposed to start thinking. Now, there your head supposed to start to get correct. Put it that way. Now, there your head supposed don't they get correction and say, Omo, should not be say I'm mad like this. We be say every now and then I keep speaking out for the criminals who actually have no clue of what they are doing other than their selfishness. Remember that. So I don't hate people. I just want you to, at least, even if you are mad, I have seen mad people. When I was growing up in Odogbolu, we have different mad people. And I know you do have, probably you've seen one mad people or two or three when you are growing up in your own community too. It's only in this country I realized that, Nigeria leaders, past and present, tala le ba je ko da fún yín, àbí bá lọ sọ, tala àárọ̀ bá jẹ́ kó da fún yín, àtọ̀sọ́ àtalẹ́ yín ò ní da, kò ní sùn wọ́n, ní kúre. Ọlọ́run, like, say it to them, Ọlọ́run, all of them, kò ní sùn wọ́n fún wọn. I wish I have something that can actually make that happen. So yeah, kuku jati ku were. We grew up with see mad people for street. Some people were only just probably out of depression. Some people were out of drug abuse. Some people out of what else again? And now everybody we see with this, we're mad. This one don't go do something, don't go open something. And you run mad. This one run mad because is fickle. It know too much book. See, you better be careful, man. You know, run mad person. We know too much book. They run mad though. And nobody no get killed. Say, hey, I don't want to run mad though. You better man know too much book. Oh. They say, no go open. If you want go do money ritual, and the spirit comes and say, oh yeah, what do you want? And you scared, you run mad like that. You no get killed. So it's the normal thing when you see mad people on the streets, you just get used to them. Mad people. And it's so unfortunate, by the way, that, when they say 60 million people are like that. So Nigeria did that to us. Now, when I got here, I realized that, mental health problem, right? Anything can, a lot of things can cause that. I have people on my platform, right, who have access to proper medical care, mental health, advice platforms, access to the proper health care when it comes to their mental health, right? So that normal, go see people on the street where we say they go they wear dirty clothes and torn clothes and the rest of that. A system, we're talking about a system, right? Well, when we're growing up, we see mad people everywhere. Now them they chop sacrifices. Now them be mad people, they give advice. Even mad people in the society of Nigeria, it has gotten to a state whereby mad people are now giving people prophecies. Prophecy, they say, another guy, not just that, mad people are now giving people a lotto number. Like they say, you can't have a country of almost 70 million mad people who are not really on the street. But Nigeria, as they said, the psychiatrists in Nigeria said that over 60 million Nigerians are mad, but not be all of them the streets. Here you get. So as it be, they've normalized it enough that the mad versus mad is so normal. The mad people are giving them lotto numbers. So yeah, labo, when do you think I'm going to get married? And all of that stuff. Say, oh, the 2039, yo. Say, God forbid, I beg give me lotto number, labo. I was a 28, 39, 1005. I say, no, that one, you know that stuff. That's what they have made Nigeria, so to say. But however, because somebody said something, that's why I use that phrase, by the way. Somebody said that MC Olueron, who finally spoke at the rally they organized for Tinubu in Lagos, right? He was asking about the cops. Where are the cops of the people who died in Lagos? And they said that NSAS. Well, I have a clip on that. I actually was planning to bring you a package on the NSAS as we are getting closer to the 20th of October in order to do the remembrance of the day Tinubu and gang approved the general slaughter of innocent people, young people, by the way, who were asking for an end to the police brutality in Nigeria. They organized and they killed them. I have all the videos, and every year we remember them. So I'll bring that for MC to now come out where the Agberos came out to show solidarity to Tinubu. Come on. Yeah. He was asking about the cops. They said people die. Where are their corpses? And I have the video. Maybe I should show you a clip of that. Just a tiny one. And I'll continue what I'm saying.
Nínú SARS ibo ni àwọn òkú yẹn wà, ibo lọ sí wọn sí. That is number one. Number two, ṣé àwọn òkú tó kú yẹn ọ̀ ní family ní Nàìjíríà ni? Number three, ṣé Nàìjíríà ti lọ bribe àwọn abiyamọ tó ń dájú tó ti lọ bribe wọn ni láàrin rí àbúrò kan àtàkùn kan tó máa.
Olofoni. MC, if you manage to see my video, I don't think you ever see my video, okay? We know that, you guys are associated with violence and the rest of that. But let me tell you something. MC Olueron and your crew, and some of you like the Lagos Sabobakus and all of you, right? There's something you should know, okay? This is not just talk, okay? You have no monopoly of violence. Put it that way. And the whole thing is that there is no amount of jambla free talk that is going to erase facts. So don't rush, okay? Social media never forgets. You get that now? You might have all your free hand and the coverage, security protection, and every other thing they are giving to you, all of you right now, to commit all the crimes you can possibly want to commit and think you'll get away with. But social media never forgets, okay? We have the clips, the videos from that, the day before the night, from that, the morning of that night, of that day, and the evening of that day when the killing started, including the ones they couldn't take off the social media, the one that happened just the moment after the shooting and killing. Yeah, we have all of them on, and we're going to remind you, I will keep reminding you that those who killed you and denied, and they're still denying 3 years after that, and they are passing the blame of that day on the innocent people they murdered, and how they turned the whole thing around. Yeah, we'll continue to remind you. Yeah, we'll continue to. And the likes of MC Olueron, they can have all their field day today. If he is not killed by the violence that made him, because that's what happened. Remember the last time they said they stabbed him, when he was stabbed. I want to go he don't die, he never die. You remember that time? That was 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years. Time goes so fast. Yeah, it was the time they are fighting to get to make sure that Hambody never comes back. Okay, so they say they've stabbed him. They quickly rushed him to America. There's nothing like Obama Kenje that was that stuff. So he got stabbed, but there's nowhere to treat him in Lagos. That same Lagos, they flew him to America. But the thing is this, no amount of all this denial or this loudmouth nonsense jam talk and all that, we deny that what happened that day. And you will be held responsible. Listen, Even Tinubu will be responsible, will be held responsible for that. Every one of you, including Bokuwari. But you know what? Only time will tell how far they can still hold you on going forward. So, talking about the depression, the whole thing that people are facing in Nigeria that has made many, psycho patients today, until they see you probably wearing your dirty clothes and sleeping outside, they would never agree that you are mad. But the system they have created continue to pile up the numbers of people. That system is beating and all of that every now and then. And you probably, I don't know how long you're going to hold on. I don't know how long you're going to hold back. But listen to me. There is no any hope coming from anywhere. Okay? When you finish with your charade, you will remember that Mayegun will continue to remind you, right? That whatever they are telling you, they even have no idea. Now, I think I said that a few days ago. I said it is either they have no idea of what they are talking about, or they are just like the career, criminals you call politicians who are just doing their normal business. Politics. Just say whatever you can. Say everything. Doesn't mean that you have to do them. And you who have been the victims of their own irresponsibility, you are there now wearing your clothes, jumping up and down and asking that to rescue Nigeria. They even gave Atiku one sword somewhere in Uyo. I don't know if you have seen that, but come on, it's inconsequential. But for today, to remind you, if you are looking for the change of government, a better one, like some of you are saying, from Tinubu to all of you, if you like yourself, if you love yourself, just shut up. Because from what we have been told, I know some of you are saying you are preparing for election and all of that. Me, I would rather tell you and keep it in mind that even though you are preparing for election, free of charge, you are not preparing for any election. You are preparing for a revolution that some of you that Japa will not be able to even prevent you from being part of. Because according to their books, APC, Egbekegbe, have 22 states. And those 22 states, they are in the bag. Somebody said, nah, Peter Obi, they hold the bag. That's why I said that when they prepare for election. No, you shouldn't. What you are preparing for is the mother of all revolution that I should please talk it at the back of your mind, because anything else from Obi Abi is unacceptable. I have more on that later, but I'll keep I'll keep my own mouth shut for now until I put on, I turn on the camera, and then the microphone again. I'm thinking I should take calls, but I don't think we are that so many here tonight that would like to. Oh, am I being discriminative now? Okay, you know what we're going to do? I'm going to pop us on a short hold. Don't go anywhere. So when I come back, I'll take calls. Just few ones, then we'll call it a night. And thank you for your time so far. Anyway, yeah, that's me.
Unity is here. Diversity is here. Prosperity is here. That's what we come to promote. A nation blessed, deserve the reward. We, as Nigerians, we are not going to give up. The sign here, the sign on this cap is broken shackle.